Hi guys, and welcome back to Chip's Green World. In this week's vlog we're going to be ripping up the old path into the main garden, then building a brand new one using reclaimed stone I've got stored in the potting shed. So let's get on and start this week's vlog. Hi and welcome back to Chip's Green World. I'm Chip, this is the courtyard, that's Spud, Flower, that's Gypsy Boy, the work, the jobs. Join us on our adventures. Let's get to work. Right guys, so this is the old tired path we're going to be ripping up and replacing today without spending a penny. This has been down around about 5 years now. This was laid just using the old beams I found in the shed. And it just happens to be a very hot, humid, warm, sunny day. So I've waited a bit later in the day, so I'm working in the shade. Right, back to the path. And not only do we have rotting wood, but we have protruding roots, making the path very unstable and unsafe, so we're going to have to dig them out too. That said and done, let's start work and rip this up. Right, now we've got that up, let's go and have a look in the little potting shed where I've got the stone stored and see what kind of design I can come up with for the new path. Disturbing Spud as she's chilling in the shade. Bit of a hot day for her today. Right, so this is the stone I'm going to be using. It's sandstone, it's from a wall I removed in the house over 5 years ago and I've been hoping to use it up, so today's the day. And with the powers of editing, I've thought about the design of the path overnight, and we can now skip to the next day where work has started. And a first, as this is the first time I've ever been in a moving camera shot. It's because Gypsy Boy's got the week off and he's auditioning to become my cameraman. All jokes aside, it's nice to have a bit of help. And like magic, you mention a Gypsy Boy and they appear with a bucket of soil. What a bonus! Right, so let me tell you a little bit about what we're actually doing. I'm getting Gypsy Boy to replace the soil that we've took away and build the soil level up to the level of the lawn, as the back stones I'm working on at the moment will be buried at the same height, and then as the path protrudes down, the stones will slowly start to rise from the ground, hopefully taking on the design characteristics of a jetty. Well, that's the plan. Right, now on to a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm starting off with the smaller stones, and the further down the path I go, the bigger the stones get. I'm just laying these stones directly onto the soil, checking the level as we go along. Remembering the top stones will be buried, it's the bottom stones that are going to be protruding, so it'll be the bottom stones that are going to be more important for bedding down. And this is the point where the stones start rising from the ground, so it's important to get this level and compact. Right, now that's level and compact, add the next stone. And if you're wondering why I'm not mortaring these in, I'm choosing to do it the more natural way. And these are heavy enough stones to support themselves, and it would be so much easier just to slap a bit of mortar down and then lay these on top, but not as environmentally friendly, so we're doing it this way. It's a lot harder, takes a hell of a lot more effort, but it'll be worth it, and a much more environmentally friendly way of doing things. So how am I doing it? I'm getting it level, lifting, dropping, and then I use the rubber mallet to compact all the soil all the way around so it stabilizes the block. Making sure you stood on the block you're compacting, as the block will rise if you're not stood on top of it. Then continue compacting all the way around, and then once you've finished compacting, double check with the level that everything's still fine, and then move on to the next one. I will be letting this path settle for a week before I plant it up, as there will be slight movements and adjustments will need to be made. So I'll be watering it every day, and then I'll be walking on it constantly throughout the week. And if there is any slight movement in any of the blocks, fix the problem before I plant up. Right, now on to moving the 2 large terracotta pots, because the ground needs to be levelled up to the same height as the lawn, and I've decided to put stone plinths under the pots to match the path, but I'll be doing that at a later date. Right, on to compacting and levelling for the last stone to be added. And once this soil is all settled down, I'll be reshaping the lawn back into the circular shape. It originally butted up against the beam that was there, but now we've removed the beam, we can bring it back another 2 inches. But that's a job we'll do next week, as well as the planting. And the plants I'm thinking of are blue purple irises mixed in with orange Welsh poppies, lots of ferns, a bit of ivy, and maybe we'll add some new ground covering plants, an excuse to go to the garden centre perhaps. Alright, so we're nearly there now. All the stones are in and down, and now we just need to fill the top with soil and then gradually work it down, sloping towards the lawn. So all that's left to do is add the soil back, working it in all the way around the stone. I'm only filling this halfway up, as I'll be putting a topsoil layer on before I plant. And here I'm also using up the old compost I've had stored in the shed. Waste not, want not. Give it a little sweep, and then we'll start packing down the sides. And did anyone spot the 2 tall terracotta pots have now got their boxes in? I did that earlier this morning. And if you're unsure what I'm on about, check out Topiary Boxes Trimming and Planting vlog 44. Right, so we're nearly there, and to say I'm pleased is an understatement. And this was all free, just 2 days work is all it cost me, and I'm over the moon. I imagine myself fighting amongst flowers to get into the garden once it's all planted up and looking beautiful. So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed Chip's World this week. Hope you'll join me next week. Have a great week everybody. Bye now.